Welcome to the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Let's begin our newscast with today's headlines. On the anniversary week of Hurricane Helene's wrath on the upstate, this year's H storm, Tropical Storm Humberto, is now churning far offshore in the Northeast Caribbean. And forecasters say its future is hard to predict because of another disturbance brewing over Hispaniola. It's called disturbance number 2 for now, but could become Imelda if it continues to grow. There is a chance the two storms might merge together in what's called the Fujiwara effect that could create some as yet unpredictable outcomes. Now, we'll be keeping an eye out on those eyes over the weekend and into next week. And the recreational season for clam and oyster harvesting in the Lowcountry is just a week away. A season the state hopes will last until next May, but could be impacted by fall hurricanes and other major rain events. Yes, you do need a saltwater recreational fishing license you can find online or at fishing supply stores, and you're limited to 2 bushels of oysters and a half bushel of clams in any one day. Now, there are 20 public shellfish grounds and 58 that are shared by both the public and commercial operations. You can learn more at the Department of Natural Resources website. And the State Department of Environmental Services is actively putting a new layer of soil on the Barnwell Resources landfill near the Telfair area of Ladies Island to mitigate the awful rotten egg smell that has sickened residents downbreeze from the landfill. Now, the state says it's using erosion blankets and berms to help control runoff and also seeding the area with grasses to stabilize it, promising to go further if needed. Now, the hydrogen sulfide gases from the landfill escaped during recent rains that eroded the soil covering buried trash. Now, residents in the Telfair neighborhood say that they have never smelled it this bad in over 10 years. And finally, more bad news than good. In a recent study done by a financial website on the extent of the financial stress being felt by South Carolinians, Wallet Hub's study it ranks South Carolina 5th on its list of states with the most stress being felt by its residents. Texas, Florida, and Louisiana are the 3 toughest places to live financially on that list. That takes into account things like delaying payments, bankruptcy filings, and credit scores as of this past June. Now, our average credit score was only the 30th worst, but we were second in the number of people with accounts that are currently in distress. For more information on these stories and many more, please check out the media sources listed on your screen. And if you have a story idea or a news tip, just email it to us at news@WHHI-TV.com. And now let's get a sports update from Justin Jarrett. Justin, take it away.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. We're one day away from another exciting installment of Lowco high school football, including the renewal of the Bridge Bowl rivalry, as the Hilton Head Seahawks host the Bluffton Bobcats in the WHHI-TV Game of the Week. Both teams come in with a 4-1 record and region title aspirations, so this year's edition of the Bridge Bowl figures to follow the recent trend of close games. Although Hilton Head won big last year, 6 of the last 12 meetings have been decided by 1 possession, including back-to-back games decided by 4 points or less in 22 and 23, so buckle up. The Bridge Bowl isn't the only reason we're calling this rivalry week in the Lowco. Battery Creek will host Whale Branch in a battle for bragging rights north of the Broad, and Ridgeland and Hardyville will clash for Jasper County supremacy for the first time since 2011. That one is a region game for the Jags and Hurricanes and a homecoming for Ridgeland. Plus, even though there's more than a month left in the regular season, the region title will be on the line Friday in Walterboro when Colleton Prep hosts Beaufort Academy in a matchup of SCISA 1A title contenders. We'll preview all these rivalry matchups plus the rest of the Week 5 slate on tonight's Loco Sports Lowdown, streaming live at 9 p.m. on the Loco Media Network. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thank you, Justin. And coming up in just a few moments, Ben Brown will join us from the town of Hilton Head. He'll talk about the workforce housing project called North Point in just a moment. Stay with us.